been a crazy year, not just for you, but the whole team. I mean, 0-3 and 1-4 and all that, right? And you guys are on the doorstep of the playoffs, but you got to win this one. Do you guys feel like everything you've been through and the challenges you've faced to get to where you are will help you this week as you play this game that some people might call a trap game because Jacksonville has a terrible record and they haven't won in a while?
I think it definitely, everything we've been through has helped us to get unto this point. And it's always good, to use those hard times and those good times to reflect upon to see, what we've become, in this season as a team. But I think that that has little to nothing to do with the outcome of this game, and we know that. Their record has nothing to do with it. They're going to try to spoil our season. We hadn't won down there. That's momentum from them to try to keep that alive, and we feel like all our goals are right ahead of us, and so we like to deal with it, with a 1-0 mentality. But we can't look back at some of the things that we've come through and see what we're capable of accomplishing and going out and executing. But this is an individual game. They had a lot of guys out, last week and what happened or whatever, and they got some guys back late. But they're gonna try to spoil our season. It's no secret about that, and we haven't won down there, so we got our hands full and we got business to take care of to get to where we want to go.
Joel Erickson.
Khari, is this the best that your cornerbacks have played just as a group since you've been here? It just feels like the way Rock and Isaiah and everybody have come up, you guys have more depth there than usual.
Yeah, I think the longer we play together, I feel like the better we can play as a unit. Not only just the corners, but safeties in the secondary. We've been playing, for the most part, pretty good ball all year. So I think that, our corners being able to, and everybody was young, you know what I'm saying? All our corners were young, but now, Isaiah going on his second year, Rock on his third year, Xavier on his second year with us, TJ with his second year with us, Kenny, being one of the vets. So I think that being able to have, more time, more experience together, more experience in the system, have been able to give us, growth in the secondary, and it's been able to win games for us. So we're going to need them to come up big again this week, and we trust them to do that.
Stephen Holder.
Hey, Khari, how you doing, man? Hey, this is a question. This is a very general question. It's not about you specifically, your team, but I think so many guys have gone through COVID this year, and I'm just wondering, as a person who's not an athlete, if I get sick and I'm out of the gym for a few days because you just don't feel like yourself. Right. How have you guys dealt with that? How I think you may have had it. I mean, how'd you deal with that personally? And what did you feel like when you came back? Did you face that challenge as well?
Yeah, I think one of the things we learned about COVID, still don't know a lot of stuff about COVID, but I think one of the things we learned is that it's individual basis, so it might affect me one way, it may affect another teammate of mine a total different way, and it may affect you one way, it might not even affect you. So I think that right. I feel like our ball club has done a great job of handling that on an individual basis as far as, getting guys back, getting them what they need, as far as, conditioning, whether it's get your wind up. But to answer your question, it may take some time to get your wind up. I think that's the same if you have like the flu or a cold or something. Not saying that they're the same thing, but I think that, it's the same approach that you've been out a couple of days, you may have been laying around, you might have to get your wind up, get your wind back, especially, the system that the virus targets. So I think it's all kind of individually based, but our ball club has done a great job adjusting to each person and their needs.
Thank you.
No problem.
Chap.
Yeah, Khari, without beating the dead horse on not winning in Jacksonville, it's not like you've been on the team. You've been on the team 2 years down there to not win. How much do players talk about it? Are you just aware of it, or is it conversation daily, or is it just when we bring it up?
It's something that we acknowledge as a team. We acknowledged, our head guy acknowledges that we haven't won down there, since they've been here. And that's a big deal for us. And we're pretty sure it's a big deal for them. So, it's one of those things where, it's the elephant in the room. We address it and we prepare. I think it's not something we go around talking about all day in our meetings or anything like that. But it is something that we acknowledge, like, let's remember we haven't won down there versus them. So regardless of what their record has been, it's been a while since our organization has won. So, we accept the challenge. We take it personally. We going on there to try to take care of business.
Thanks, Khari.
No problem.